going to die. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, لو كنت أعلم الغيب لاستكثرت من الخير ولا مسني السوء. Allah said, when they asked it, when Kuffar of Quraysh asked him about things, tell us what's going to, he said, tell them, Ya Muhammad, قل, say, O Muhammad, tell them, لو كنت أعلم الغيب, if I knew the hidden, I would have got a lot of good for myself, and nothing could have come to hurt me, because I know what's going to happen. So he said, no, nobody knows الغيب. الغيب, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows الغيب. So these people are astray in terms of adding. So you have bid'ah, but their sayings, Rafida or Mu'tazila, Rafida, their virus came from this part, from this carrying the Persian virus. Other sects, Mu'tazila, carry the virus of they got from the old Greek books that was translated in the beginning of the in the middle of the 2nd century, and they carry the virus of the books of Aristotle and Plato and all these people from the Greeks, and they tried when it first happened that the connection between the Muslims with the Ahl Sunnah thought and the Greeks way of thinking. The people who translate these books at the time, they tried to attack Islam from like a philosophical background. But so some of the Muslims tried to answer them using their own way of thinking, and started to get some of their mythology and ways into the Muslim thinking and the Muslim set of Aqidah, and starting to divert through this answer. They had good intention, but bad method. This is not the way that Quran actually replies, through this philosophical way of answering. So it created ilm al-kalam, this science of kalam. It's called ilm al-kalam, the science of kalam, and this science of kalam was kind of a logic that has nothing to do with the ways of Islam in answering. And through this, they went into discussing the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and discussing the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Greek methods brought like catastrophical results, because he said, oh, how can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be alive? This means that, I'm just giving you examples. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alive, so He has life. And life is an entity of itself. So now we are saying that life itself used to be from the eternity, from the past. It has no beginning. So now we are saying two things has no beginning. Allah, which is alive, and life itself. So we are saying of two old beings. What is this? Islam is not about this way of thinking. So they said, then, so what we do? We say Allah is alive but without life. And He talks without talk. And He's Sami', He hears but without hearing. Others of them came actually even worse. They said, no, we only describe Allah with negatives. So we get rid of, so they want to make Allah describe Him of the best things. So actually they put Him subhanahu wa ta'ala down. He said, we only describe Him of negatives. So Allah is only, we say He is not alive, He is not dead, He doesn't hear, He doesn't see, He doesn't this, He doesn't that, only with negative. Allah la kada la la. So because if we Sami', hearer, so there is a hearing, and the hearing is with Him from before, using of two ilahs. So see how the Greek thinking took them. So this is the second sect. Murji'ah, what did they do? When the third one, the Murji'ah, they came from another angle. They came astray from another angle. What did they say? This the virus of Irja', which is actually the worst almost the worst. Rafida, we know them, but irja, the problem is irja. 90%, 95% of the Muslim community are infected with the virus of irja. They all have this virus, almost, except those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected. What is the virus of irja? People, when the fitna happened, the old fitna, when Muawiyah and the time of Muawiyah and Ali ibn Abi Talib, and then Hussein and Yazid, and at this era, it's all fitna, you know. So when this happened, some people said, well, we don't know who's right, we don't know who's wrong, so we are going to just sit back and say we have nothing to do with anything. We don't know who is right and who's wrong, and because we know all of them is good, so we say everybody is good. All of them are good. We know Ali, we know the Muawiyah, Sahabi, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Sahabi, the Sahaba. So we sit back and we describe everybody is good. And they said to substantiate this claim, which came from a practical stand, so they don't want to join. To substantiate it theoretically, they said this is because we say they are good because Iman is what's in their hearts. Whatever they do has nothing to do with their Iman. They are all mu'mins. Ali is a mu'min, and that's true from a point, but look how it develops. So, and say, then Iman is only what's in your heart. What you say has nothing to do with Iman, and what you do has nothing to do with Iman. So they distinguish with Iman and actions. Although Iman in the whole of Quran and all of Hadith, Iman is qawl wa amal. It's a saying and it's an action, both. The action's called Iman. Sahaba, when they used to go, they used to be like sitting 4 or 5 of Sahaba, and they want to go and read Quran. So they used to say, هَلُمُّ بِنَا نُؤْمِنُ سَاعَةً. Let's go and make Iman for an hour. And they go open the Quran and read. So Iman is reading Quran. It's action. Iman is not in the heart. And it was, then it developed with years and decades, it developed to a complete theory. I don't want to go through it now, but this is the essence of it. Is that Iman is in the heart. That's what you see now from people. A lot of people, you know. You say, oh, I have it here, it's here. You say, where is here? Here is only your pocket. There is nothing. I tell them, I said, what are you talking here? I have nothing here. You know, what is here? Iman is everything. Iman is is what you do. Iman is your intention, is the words you say, is the action you take and make. This is what Iman is. So from that time, Murji'a, and who are the people who were really very happy with this irja thinking? The rulers, because it gives them all a way to do the worst action and say, but we are Muslims. You can't talk, you can't say anything. Iman is only here, we have it here. It's in here, in my pocket. So you can't say anything, we are mu'mins. That's why they say al-irja' deen al-muluk. The deen of kings is irja'. Because they can't do any actions, they can do anything. Because action has nothing to do with their iman. So you can't go against them. Because as long as the iman, and there are hadith of Rasulullah about follow your imam if he make iqam salah with you and stuff. And we can see the translation of this irja' to its worst left side in this Madkhali and Jami sects. This is the worst irja' on earth now, where they see rulers making the worst actions, dictatorship and tyranny. You know, they are worst tyrants and dictators and so on, and say, hey, but they are moments, it's here. Still there, never left. So you have to make ta'ah and what is this? It's a complete bid'ah. Bid'ah mughallaza, big bid'ah. You know? Then came other people, Khawarij. They came completely opposite to Murji'ah. They said, no, people, you didn't understand. They started with, in al-hukmu illa lillah. They said, no, Muawiyah, Ali, you should not stand against you should not give Muawiyah the right to tahkim, to arbitrate. How can you make that? You know you are on the right side. How you arbitrate? The Quran is an arbitrator. He said, you are the Imam. Why you go to Muawiyah? And they said, in al-hukmu illa lillah, and they had the Quran in their hand, right? You think it's legitimate, it's nice. But see how it developed, how shaitan just pull it, you know? He picks a thread and pull, you know, until the whole thing collapses. So they started to fight Muawiyah. They are with him. But when he said arbitration, he said, no arbitration, we fight you. And to substantiate their stand, they made aqidah based on it, which is that action, now it's against Murji'ah. They said Iman is action and like in heart, in the heart. And action, but not like Ahl Sunnah say. They said it can never have a part out. Every action is inside the core of Iman. So if you miss one action, you're a kafir. They said you are walking around, you see like a girl, if you go like this and say and stuff, you are a kafir. You become a kafir, you have to go back and make La ilaha illallah right from the beginning. So see what happens? Murji'ah let everything out. Khawarij, everything of action. Murji'ah put out of Iman. Khawarij took everything of Iman and put it inside. Ahl Sunnah said, no, look, there are actions. Iman originally is two parts. Iman is Tawheed, which is the core of Iman. Then the rest of Iman it decreases and increases. Right? So there is a core. This core doesn't increase, it increases in and decreases in terms of holding to it, which is Tawheed. You hold to it. You keep reading about it, so it becomes stronger. You know? But it's the same, it's made of the same components. You know, you have some, you make something, but you can make it even bigger and stronger, but it's the same component. This is the main core of Islam, which is Tawheed, which is called Asl al-Din, the original of Deen, which قل تعالوا إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم. They call it كلمة السواء. They call it the common word. Quran call it the common word, كلمة السواء. This is Tawheed. Tawheed, Asl al-Din, كلمة السواء. These are all the names of the part of Islam where we agree on, and there is no difference allows. You get out of it just a little bit, or you're out of the fold of Islam. This is one thing. The rest of Iman, the rest of actions around it, which is the rest of Iman. So Iman is this part plus all the action. Smiling in the face of your brother, removing the dirt or obstacle from the street, being good to your wife, not getting riba from the banks, making jihad fi sabilillah, everything else is an action that actually called Iman. But if we put it as a pie like this, we say here is Tawheed, it has to be there, then the rest of it is the rest of Iman actions. Right? Khawarij said Tawheed is the whole thing. Anything comes out, you are out of Tawheed. Murji'ah said no. All of it is not important. There is only what you believe here. It has nothing to do with anything else. So Ahl Sunnah said no, you have to distinguish between things. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala distinguished. When you steal, you're not a kafir. The thief is not a kafir. Right? Iman comes out of, he's out of Iman, but he is out from Iman to Islam, because Iman and Islam are different. I don't want to confuse you. I'm getting a little bit more deep in detail. What I'm saying is these are the main sects. I'm not talking about Shafi'i and Hanbali and Hanifa. I'm talking about the sects that we have to be aware of, and we have to clean